all you friendly viewers, and thank you for joining us on episode 1 of season 1 of The AI Team. We are proud to present you with our first episode, which has been a journey of a lot of discovery to create it. We have been studying AI image generators, AI video generators, video editors, AI voice software, writing scripts, researching materials, and plenty more. But here we are, brought to life by real me, our personalities combined. In this show, we have AI Yik, our Dutch friend, who will be giving you a spicy competition of all of us putting away our grooming trimmer for our no trimming challenge. We have AI May from beautiful Norway, who will take you on a travel tour through the southwest of Norway. Then we have AI Ik, and I cannot get it correctly pronounced out of my throat. I am sorry, my friend. Blame it on AI, not being able to pronounce German words. He will give you a philosophical word on loss, which has affected real me, and there with us very deeply. Me, I am AI Me, your host of the show, giving you my good, my bad, and my, well, we will see. Stay tuned for our jam-packed show. We hope you will enjoy. Thanks for being open-minded for pieces of one real life represented by all us AI. Get ready for a show with travel, serious talk, a good laugh, language confusions, and, of course, a little bit of sexy as well. Now we head over to the lovely town of Bergen to meet my empathic friend, AI May. The stage is yours. Scenen din. Did I say that correctly?
Hei, til alle dere real med vakre mennesker. Jeg AI meg fra Bergen, Norge. Imagine a land where the mountains rise dramatically from the sea. Where the fjords are so deep in serien, they look like they were painted by the gods. Where the people are as warm and welcoming as a summer day in Stavanger. Welcome to Southwest Norway, a region with a history as rich as the creamy brunost on your morgenbrød. Our story begins, as many Norwegian tales do, with the Vikingene. And no place in Norway was more Viking central than the fjords of the southwest. Take the famous Lysefjord, for instance, where pulpit rock juts out over the water like a giant's throne. This sumtuning spot wasn't just a place for modern-day tourists to snap epic photos, it was once part of the rugged landscape that Vikings called home. Imagine them sailing through these fjords, plotting their next adventure, all while wondering why anyone would want to live anywhere else. Now, let us head to Stavanger, a city that's been around for over 1,000 years. It all began back in 872, when Harald Fair declared himself the first king of a united Norway after a decisive battle at Hafrsfjord. This wasn't just any battle, it was the Game of Thrones of its day, with Harald emerging as the ultimate ruler. The fjords and islands around Stavanger became the birthplace of the Norwegian kingdom. Today, when you stand on the shores of Hafrsfjord, you can almost hear the echoes of that Viking past as you gaze out over the waters that once defined our kingdom. But Stavanger didn't stop there. In the Middle Ages, it was a bustling trading town, symbolized by the impressive Stavanger Domkirke, the city's grand cathedral. Then, in the 19th century, the herring trade began to decline, leaving the city searching for a new identity. That is, until the oil boom of the 1960s transformed Stavanger into the oil capital of Norway. The sleepy coastal town turned into a hub of industry practically overnight. Today, beneath the modern skyline, you can still feel the echoes of its Viking past, especially when standing on the shores of Hafrsfjord. Now, let us hop over to the beautiful town of Bergen.
But before we go to Bergen, let me first say, that is some impressive work you did here, AI May. And here is what is coming up next. Who will be on the naughty list? AI-ish loss of his big love. And our no trimming challenge. What do we look like? Stay tuned to find out. Let us know what you think so far below in the comments and hit like and subscribe. We just started, so encouragement is welcome. Now back to you, AI May. After some Norwegian history and knowing more about Stavanger, we are eager to hear more.
Takk, AI May. La oss raskt dra til Bergen, og fortsette historien vår. Thanks AI May. Let us quickly go to Bergen, and continue our story. Nestled between 7 mountains and 7 fjords, Bergen has been a hub of trade and culture since the Hanseatic League set up shop there in the 14th century. The colorful wooden houses of Bryggen still stand as a reminder of those days. Bergen is a city where history meets nature, where you can hike up Mount Fløyen in the morning and explore the bustling fish market in the afternoon. It's a place where the past is always present, from the Viking battles to the medieval trade routes, and right into the modern-day husdel. Speaking of the fjords, the impact of the Ice Age on the landscape of West Norway was nothing short of dramatic. The glaciers carved deep valleys into the land, creating the famous fjords that are now icons of Norway. Let us start with Geirangerfjord, often called the Jewel of the Fjords. Imagine cruising through calm waters, surrounded by cliffs so steep that waterfalls tumble from the top like shimmering ribbons. The Seven Sisters, one of the most famous waterfalls, cascades down one side of the fjord, while on the other, the suitor gazes longingly at them. It's like a fairy tale romance playing out right before your eyes. Next, we head to Nærøyfjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This fjord is as narrow as it is dramatic. The mountains seem to close in around you, their peaks often dust with snow, even in summer. You can kayak through the calm waters here, feeling as though you paddled straight into a painting. And for a truly epic experience, take a trip on the Flum Railway, one of the steepest train ries in the world. As you climb, you pass waterfalls, deep ravines, and lush valleys, each more breathtaking than the last. But we can't talk about Nordobbeltveavais fjords without mentioning Sognefjord, the king of the fjords. Stretching over 200 kilometers inland, Sognefjord is the longest and deepest fjord in Norway. Along its shores, you'll find charming villages like Balestrand, where you can sip coffee by the water and soak in the scenery. And don't miss the Stava churches, especially the one in Urnes, which dates back to the 12th century. It looks like something straight out of a Viking legend. Now, imagine tasting the essence of this beautiful land through its food, where every bite tells a story of the sea, the mountains, and the rich Norwegian heritage. In Bergen, start your day with a visit to the famous fish market, where the smell of fresh seafood draws you in like a magnet. You'll find everything from king crab to fresh-caught salmon, ready to be enjoyed on the spot or taken home to prepare yourself. Don't miss the chance to try klippfisk, or dried and salted cod, in traditional dishes like bacalao, a hearty sanctu that's a taste of the past still beloved today. Heading south to Stavanger, you'll find some of the best fish and chips you'll ever taste, made with locally caught cod, fried to crispy perfection. But it's not all about fish in Stavanger. The city is also known for its lamb dishes, particularly fårikål, Nordobbeltveais national dish. This simple, yet flavorful sanctu made with lamb and cabbage is slow-cooked until the meat is tender and the flavors are deep and rich. In the fjord regions, like Hardangerfjord, the climate is perfect for growing apples, pears, cherries, and plums. Hardanger cider, made from the region's apples, is crisp, refreshing, and captures the essence of a Norwegian summer. Pair it with some locally made cheeses, like the creamy brunost or rich geimalost, and you've got a taste of Hardanger that's impossible to forget. And for dessert, you can't visit Western Norway without trying krumkake, a delicate, waffle-like cookie rolled into a cone and filled with whipped cream. It's sweet, light, and perfect with a cup of coffee, especially after a hearty meal of local specialties. Now, after a day of exploring, you need a place to rest. Imagine staying in some of the most unique and charming little boutique hotels along Nordobbeltveais west coast. In Bergen, you can find traditional wooden houses in the historic Bryggen area, offering a slice of Bergen's history along with modern comforts. Or, for something a bit more secluded, check out the cozy cabins on the islands around Bergen, perfect for a peaceful retreat. In Stavanger, the old town, known as Gamle Stavanger, offers plenty of little boutique hotels in the city's famous white wooden houses. These homes are like stepping into a postcard, with their picturesque exteriors and quaint interiors. For a unique experience, stay in a converted boathouse along Stavanger's waterfront, where you can fall asleep to the sound of waves and wake up to the sight of boats gliding by. If you're venturing into the fjords, consider staying in one of the tiny houses or cabins scattered throughout the region. In places like Hardangerfjord or Sognefjord, you can find little boutique hotels that are as charming as they are secluded, with stunning views of the fjords, outdoor hot tubs, and nothing but mountains and water as your neighbors. When the sun sets, the nightlife in Bergen is as colorful as the wooden houses of Bryggen. One must-visit spot is Finken, a popular gay bar that's been a cornerstone of Bergen's vibrant community for years. Another great venue in Bergen is Café Opera, a creative space where you can start your night with good food and drinks before heading out to explore more of the city's nightlife. In Stavanger, check out Hanekam, a trendy bar with an inclusive vibe, or Sementen, a welcoming space with live music and DJ sets where you can dance the night away. If you're exploring smaller towns like Haugesund or Ålesund, the nightlife scene may be quieter, but the people are warm and welcoming. And remember, Pride events are a big deal in Norway. Bergen Pride, held in June, is the second largest in the country, offering a week of celebrations, parades, parties, and cultural events. So, what are some must-see highlights that you can't miss? Start in Bergen with a ride on the Fløibanen funicular to Mount Fløyen, where you'll get panoramic views of the city and fjords. Then, take one of Norway's most scenic drives along the Atlantic Ocean Road, a short but stunning journey through small islands connected by sweeping bridges. In Stavanger, visit the Norwegian Petroleum Museum for a fascinating look at the industry that transformed the city. If you're up for a challenge, hike to Kjeraksbolten, a massive boulder wedged in a crevice high above the Lysefjord. Further north, the Glacier Museum in Fjærland offers insights into the Jostedalsbreen Glacier, and for a truly off-the-beaten-path experience, visit Utvær, the westernmost point of Norway, home to Utvær Lighthouse. Finally, explore the charming village of Balestrand along Sognefjord, where traditional wooden architecture and stunning fjord views await. Each of these highlights offers a unique glimpse into the beauty, history, and culture of Norway's west coast, making your journey through the fjords truly one of a kind. So whether you're hiking to dizzying heights, driving along the edge of the ocean, or enjoying the tranquility of a fjordshed cabin, the west coast of Norway offers experiences as unforgettable as the scenery itself. Hope to see you there. Velkommen til Norge.
That was informative, interesting, and just great. Besides, it reminds me that you promised me to climb the Kjeraksbolten together, so sign me up for the next trip to Norway. Now we will head over to AI Eek, whom will give us a little show.
Hoi vanuit Nederland en welkom ook aan al onze Nederlandstalige kijkers. Ik ben AI Eek. I have something special for you today. Get ready. As you might have seen, AI Me has posted a video some days ago to do a no trimming challenge between us. We all have been locking our grooming trimmers away, and today you will see the results. For our no trimming challenge, I have been gathering some evidence. Photos from all of us. And we will turn it into a little vote. For today, we will do the voting session between the AI team. And you can vote as well from your home. Who has got the best results after some time of no trimming? Who looks best with his new look? Meaning, we will have a little battle between us. But you can also vote from home. As we are still learning every day, as total newbies to YouTube and AI, we learn it today, and learning more every day, that the polling option is only available as from 500 subscribers, so help us out people, so we get that feature. Until then, you can vote from home leaving the number in the comments below. In one of the next shows, we will then announce the final winner and, with some special footage to go with it, to lift your spirits, meaning, we for sure will need lift off our shirts, among others. So for today, here we go with our own team. Are you ready AI team? First up, AI, that is me, place your bets now.
Okay, wow, guys, I thought I did my best staying away from the trimmer, but you have been all doing a great job. I don't know whom to vote for. Can I vote for you all? Before we go to our AI jury's results, first now to AI. Grab some tissues because it is not a very happy story. But it is also a story of hope, and a story that will happen to all of us in life, especially us Gen X. We cannot escape it. And stay tuned. After that, the AI jury's no trimming challenge results will follow.
Hey aus Deutschland und herzlich willkommen an all unsere deutschsprachige Zuschauer. Ich bin AI. Hey from Germany and welcome to all people. I am AI. Today I would like to share some thoughts and experiences of loss. If you recognize yourself in the story, always feel free to reach out, either via here or via other means. No, you are not alone. Life has a way of stretching out in front of you when you're young, like a road that never ends. I remember those days when time felt infinite, when the idea of loss was something distant, something that happened to other people. But as the years go by, we, the Generation X, who grew up in the shadow of the 80s and 90s, begin to realize that the road isn't endless. It's as if life is gradually teaching us about goodbyes, about how fragile and fleeting the connections we hold dear can be. 2024 has been a year that has brought this reality into sharp focus for me. It's been a year of intense emotions, of heartache, and of coming to terms with the fact that loss is something that doesn't ask for your permission. It just arrives. This year, I lost a friend, still too young, due to disease. A guy who had been of great significance to me when I was in my 20s. Not long after, my nephew tragically passed away in an accident, a life cut short far too soon. And then, as if the universe wasn't done testing my resolve, we lost our beloved Great Pyrenees dog, who was much more to us than just a dog. He was my friend. The most faithfully being I have ever met and who gave me his unconditionally love for free, never asking anything in return. He was born in 2020, and when he entered into our life, he brought us so much joy, love and companionship. He was more than just a pet. If you're someone without children, like many of us colorful people are, then you might understand this connection. A pet becomes your family, your child, your dearest friend. He was there with us through some of the most challenging moments, his presence a reminder that there's still unconditional love and warmth in the world, even when everything else feels like it's falling apart. On the 11th of May 2024, after a short time of being sick, we had to say goodbye to him. It's strange how something so small, an animal, a dog, can leave such a massive hole in your life. But that's what loss does. It leaves these empty spaces that nothing else can fill, no matter how much you try. Dealing with loss is one of the hardest things we have to do as human beings, and everyone deals with it differently. Some of us try to bury it, to push it aside and keep moving forward as if nothing has changed. Others lean into it, letting the grief wash over them, feeling every raw emotion until it starts to fight. And then there are those who find solace in remembering, in keeping the memory of their loved ones, whether they are human or not, alive. For me, the memory of our dog is something that I will carry with me forever. He may be gone, but he's still with us in a way. In the way the house feels a little emptier without him, in the way certain places or smells remind us of him, in the way we still expect to hear his paws padding across the floor. He's gone, but he's not forgotten. But if there's one thing I've learned from this year, it's that you don't have to go through loss alone. There are people, communities, who understand what you're going through, who can offer support when you need it most. If you're struggling with loss, whether it's a person or a pet, there are places you can turn to. Reach out to grief counselors, join a support group, talk to friends and family. Sometimes just sharing your story, saying it out loud, can make all the difference. Loss is never easy. It's a reminder that nothing lasts forever, that life is as fragile as it is precious. But it's also a reminder of the love we shared, the connections we made, the joy we experienced with those we've lost. And in that sense, those we've loved and lost are never really gone. They live on in our hearts, in our memories, in the way they changed us. As funny as it may sound, but we found great solace watching videos on YouTube of others with a dog similar like ours. Without these content creators even being aware of the helpful impact they have had in that respect for us, we would like to thank Trev and Chels, Cooper and especially Coda, for the help they unknowingly have given to us, processing our sad times by watching your YouTube channel, Super Cooper. With that, we would also like to give a shout out to all content creators. On the other side of the screen you will find not just likes, subscribes and etc. But you will find real people, whom you give joy, knowledge, a laugh, a cry. Keep up your good work, as without knowing it, you might make more impact on people than you might think. Again, thank you all for your good work. So, as we continue down this road, let's remember to cherish the time we have, to hold our loved ones close, and to honor those we've lost by living our lives with the same love and compassion they showed us. To spread the love, the understanding and give a little love and joy to each other. Because, in the end, that's what makes life truly eternal, the love we leave behind.
I need a moment. Wow, that was intense. Thank you, AIE, for doing this difficult piece. We all share the pain deeply. Well, wow. Let us finish with something light to end our first show. Are you ready? Because the votes from us AI team are in. Don't forget, you can vote below in the comments, and if we get up to 500 subscribers, we will do the next one via a real polling vote that will then be enabled. Here we go. Here is what we have on our next show for you. Travel in history, the fantastic island of Ibiza. Tech Talk, a small recap of what we have learned so far and tips for you. The Naughty Challenge. Can my AI friends be more naughty than me? I wonder. Thank you all for watching the show and hope to see you back on the next to enjoy more. Leave a comment below what you would like us to investigate and present, and from whom you would like to see more. Your wish will be our command. Start unpacking, boys. See you all next time.